So we've got a quadrilateral. It says diagram not drawn accurately, so don't reach for your protractor. So to start with, I'm just going to demonstrate how many degrees there are in a quadrilateral. And I'm going to do that by drawing those angles, and I'm just going to move those angles. So if I move this one here and this one here, try and be accurately as possible, and this one, and then this one. Okay, so you can see, my diagram is a bit rough, but you can see that there are 360 degrees. It's a full turn, so there's 360 degrees in this quadrilateral. And that's the same for every quadrilateral. Okay, let's look at what we've got so far then. So I've got this here, which we know means 90. I've got 101. I've also got 53. And then I've got X that's left. So let's figure out what we've got all together so far. So I've got 90, 101 and 53. 1 add 3 is 4, 9 add 5 is 14, 1 add 1 is 2. So far I've got 244 together. I know that all of them is going to add together to give 360. So I need to do 360, take away that 244. Use my column method. 10 take away 4 is 6, 5 take away 4 is 1, 3 take away 2 is 1. So that means that this X is actually 116 degrees. Here's a quadrilateral. I already know that in a quadrilateral there's 360 degrees altogether. Sometimes I have to also use properties of quadrilaterals. Now we know from our properties of quadrilaterals that this angle here is actually the same as the opposite angle. So if I spin that angle round, you should see it fits exactly in. So opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. So if that was 64, this is also 64. So we've got that y is 64. And that's the same for this angle here. So opposite angles are equal. So this angle here is going to be the same as this angle here. So I can think about how much I've got so far. So already I've got 64. And 64. And then I know the last two angles are going to be exactly the same. So 64 add 64 is 128. 360 take away 128. 10 take away is 2, 5 take away 2 is 3, 3 take away 1 is 2, so that's 232. So I know all of these here is 232. I know that they're exactly the same, so 232 divided by 2. I can use a quick bus stop here. How many 2's into 232? 2's into 2 is 1, 2's into 3 is 1 with 1 left, 2's into 12 is 6. So each of them is going to be 116. So there's 116 there and 116 there. So X is 116 degrees.